What's up, guys? nethervvoid here with more Elite Dangerous for you, another Elite Dangerous guide. This is going to be a trade guide, or how to trade. As you can see, I'm in Azban City right here. I'm docked. I'm just going to go into support or starport services. Let's get this underway. I like to keep my guides kind of short because they're supposed to be quick, so you can learn what you need to learn and get out of there. So I always like to make sure that my fuel is up to speed. I would just go into fuel store and buy fuel if I needed to, if I just got back from a mission or something like that, or I mean a trade run or something, because I don't want to get caught running out of fuel. Next, I'm going to go to commodities market, make sure my cargo space is empty. It is 0 out of 4 units, so I'm good to go. After that, I'm going to buy a commodity here. I'm in Azban City, but first I'm going to fire up Sloppy's trade app, and there's going to be a link to that in the video description, and I'm going to cut the video right here so I can pull up Sloppy's and we can look at Sloppy's real fast. Hold on a sec. So this is Sloppy's. It's a really cool little app that was designed by Sloppy, and it's called the ED Best Profit Guide, I think, but it's basically for trading. So when you start it, it's going to look like something like this. We've got from and to, so this is like 2 different stations, what type of good that you're carrying, what type of goods actually here. This is the grouping, and that's what you're actually carrying, like clothing or something like that. How much is available at the station, how much you can carry, total price, unit price, total sell price, unit sell price, and then whatever profit you're going to make off that run, per profit per unit. That's pretty cool. And then like when the last time this information was updated, because this thing should be updating. If you have the Windows version that resides on the desktop, it will actually auto update if you have this clicked right here. So as people buy things, it will tell you, hey, somebody bought something like something, and it'll auto update itself, because that's how it works in Elite Dangerous. When somebody buys something out of a station, it actually updates for everybody else, and the stockpile of that item goes down, the supply goes down, and so somebody can buy out the entire supply of something. You're definitely going to want to know that before you start your trade run. So what I also like to show is show distance. This shows you how far away this place is. And then I like to do I don't put round trip on there, because generally what I try to do, I don't really want to force myself to have to come back to the same station I just left from. In my opinion, going back and forth, I mean, unless it's a really lucrative trade, it just seems like it's not that worth it to go back and forth. I don't know, that's up to you. Figure that out on your own, I guess, but I don't really care about round trip, so I don't use that. So we see the distance here, 2 jumps, and then how far away it is in light years, and then it tells you the route here. So this one's going through a couple, 2 different systems really. Starts in Ibudis, goes to Styx, and then Opala. Number of jumps. So the reason these other routes are don't have any distance here is because I've put in the jump range of 6. I can get this jump range from the wiki depending on what ship I have and how much cargo is in the ship. The mass of your ship with cargo in it affects your jump range, right? So the ship I'm in, the Sidewinder, I think has a max range of 8, I believe, and since I'm adding 4 units of cargo, it reduces it to 6 point something, and so I just put 6. So since I can only really do the jumps that you see here that have routes, I'm just going to put hide unreachable, and then I'm only going to get the routes that I can actually use, okay? So there we go. It's going to update all the information. Now, it's going to run through everything, but only show me results from stuff I can actually do. Now, I'm not at Ibudis Chango Dock. I'm actually at Azban, right? So let's go change it to Azban here. Come on, where are you? There it is, Azban City. So search, it's going to change that. Now you can hit swap if you're going back and forth. Like if I was just doing between 2 different stations, I can hit swap. It will put the 2 to the from, and from to the 2. That was the tool talking. It actually says a couple things, I guess. It's kind of funny, I don't know. Now what I do is I sort by profit, but you also need to look at the distance. Like, see how many jumps this is? I don't want to take this one. The more jumps, the longer it takes to get there, right? So this is actually probably the best one I have. So from Iranian, that's the system where Azban City is in, to Ibudis. I'm getting 484 profit, and I only have to make 1 jump. I don't have to make 3 jumps, okay? So that's kind of a big deal. You can look at also credits per light year. That's another good indicator for that. If we sort it by that, see, it jumps right to the top. So I'm going to take that one. We're going to go to Ibudis, Chango Dock. That's probably why the other one was selected, because that's where I was last time. So hold on, let's go back to the interface and let's do that trade run real quick, and we'll be done with this guide. Hold on. Okay, we're back in the game, and there's one thing I forgot to talk about, and that was what commodity am I trading, and it was fruit and vegetables. If you dial the, go back on the video a few seconds here, you'll see that I need fruit and vegetables. So here it is, fruit and vegetables. Click it. No transaction. I'm going to buy it. I want 4. I'm going to fill up my whole cargo. It's telling me it's going to be 736 credits out of my balance here. Submit. It's doing the transaction.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Cargo holds at max. Back out. Make sure the fuel's good. We're good. We're going to go to return to surface now. This is just basically a regular trade run here. Undock, pop through hyperdrive, go through hyperspace, and then basically pilot your way to the... So let's do a launch. For docking, you can look at my docking guide for how to do this docking piece right here. You can see I have engines set to max because that's all I care about right now, is engines. So this should be pretty easy. Again, if you don't know how to dock or undock, just look at my docking guide. It should be up in the left-hand corner there. All right, we're good. Let's speed out of here. Watch out for people coming through the docking port, as usual. And usually you're going to come out toward toward the planet. Let's go this direction here. And now I'm going to dial in. Let's boost a little bit. It doesn't really matter. Okay, now I'm going to hit 1, so I'm going to go to destination here. We want to go to Ibutis, right? So I'm going to lock that in with spacebar, 1 again. Now I'm locked in. You can see right above my throttle there is my targeting bullseye. So let me roll over and pitch toward the target here. Let's get lined up with Ibutis. Pretty simple maneuvering here. All right, we're lined up with Ibutis, and now you have to get away from the station a little bit and make sure you're away from the planet before you can engage the hyperdrive. And so I'm just going to push J to see if I can engage. Nope. Oh, my gear's still deployed. I'm going to push G to take the gear off. I'm not mass locked anymore, because you can see right above the landing gear indicator on the far bottom right that I'm not mass locked. And that means I can engage my hyperdrive, and so J to engage it. It's going to charge up. Now, there's 2 different things you can do with the 2 different light speeds here. One of them is hyperdrive. That's what we're doing now. That's to get us like a bunch of light years toward the next system or something. And then the other is super cruise. Super cruise is used inside of a star system to go at the speed of light, or up to 2,000 times the speed of light actually, which theoretically, it's a theoretical thing. You're not going to ever really go that fast. It's based on the mass of objects surrounding you. So 1 jump is all it's going to take to this trade route, which is awesome. Now, oh, there's the sun, or the star for this system. Let's get away from that so we can get out of being that. Okay, we're not mass locked, so that's good. But let's aim away from it so we can pick up speed here. Push 1, we're going to need to go to contacts. Actually, I think we can just lock it in from here. Chango dock, there it is. Spacebar, locked in. So there's the target. It's actually behind us, I do believe. Let's just roll and pitch. It's a little bit faster, actually. Actually, no, it was just off screen. Almost behind us. You can see we're picking up speed in Super Cruise right here. It drops us into Super Cruise when you pop out. A little bit of yaw, some pitch. I like to get... You don't have to be this dialed in, but I like to do it. Let's roll. I like to get lined up with the horizon line of the orbit of this planet so that I don't drift too much. It doesn't matter that much. And we're coming in at 18 times the speed of light. And you want to kind of keep it at 10% of whatever it's showing on your light seconds there. Thanks, Max, for telling me that. So let's dial it back a little bit. The 2 indicators on the left there on Chango Dock, alignment, distance, and speed, you can see them on the bottom left. That is what we want to kind of target for dropping out of Super Cruise. I'm going to hit J to drop out of Super Cruise. We're actually going a little bit too slow here. You can see the distance indicator is creeping up. When they get in the blue zone, it means we're ready to drop out of Super Cruise. So we need to speed up a lot. Oh, no, we don't. We need to back up a lot. Sorry, I'm way overshooting it. Let's back up a ton. We're going to overshoot. So instead of doing JJ to drop out, to do an emergency drop, I'm just going to pitch into a loop here. Because if you emergency drop out of Super Cruise, it's going to damage your ship, and you're going to lose some profits. So as you can see, I can just do a loop here, and we're good. It's okay to overshoot. It happens, right? But dropping out of Super Cruise is going to cost you at least well, from what I've seen, 20 to 25% of my profit in this ship anyway. So let's pick up some speed in Super Cruise. You can see the speed was good there. You want to be under 1,000 kilometers per second. The distance is no good though. Kind of glad I showed you an overshoot. You should see that to know how to handle them. So what I'm going to do is, as that thing is getting closer to under 1,000 kilometers, that's when you get into the blue zone for distance. I'm going to start dropping back my speed a little bit. It kind of does it for me. I think it's because the flight assist is on. So I'm getting close. I'm in the blue now. And I need to, let's do some rolling and some yawing to make sure that I'm in the zone here. Oh, J, drop out of Super Cruise. See the safe disengage? This will drop us right at the station. Remember, only one J. If you hit J twice, it will emergency drop you. Not when you're in safe disengage range, but if you're not, it will emergency drop you, and you'll have hull damage. You'll have to repair the hull damage, so that won't be good. So what we need to do is look for the counterclockwise rotation. It's actually at the bottom there. You can see the bottom axis counterclockwise rotation. We're going to just cruise in here. Let's go full throttle here. So we're going to come up, and then what I'm going to do is just do a full stop right underneath the docking port. Once you get in under 7,500 meters, you can request docking. Before that, it won't let you. That's a good distance. That's probably where I want to end up, right there, right underneath those two, the start of all those advertisements. Coming in. Again, if you want to know about docking, this is going to be, if you've never played this game, this is probably the hardest part, is docking, I would say. Let's roll a little bit. We're off axis here. There we go. Oh, so we're 10 kilometers. You can see at the bottom left, it tells you how far you are from the target. 10 kilometers, 9. So when it says 7, that means we're close enough. I've never had a problem doing a request when it said 7. So let's do docking request. So EE to get to contacts, spacebar, request docking, spacebar 1. Okay, pad 27, 10 minutes to dock. Getting underneath it, you can start turning up a tiny bit here. I'm going to cut the power about here. So I'm doing a full stop right there just to slow me down real good, pitch up, start aligning to that port, and then I'm just going to turn up the power a little bit here. And then let's do some trick stuff here. Let's do yaw at the same time. There we go. Nice. I'm not really worried about this too much. I'm pretty good at docking now. It's pretty easy to get good at it. 60 is about good to come in. Let's maybe go this direction a tiny bit. So pad 27. There we go. That was easy. Sometimes the pad, like, you'll get 13 right there on these smaller ships. You got to kind of be careful not to come in that port too far. I know I'm going to be doing some yawing here. There we go. So let's do G for gear. Let's slow down a little bit as we approach the pad. I'm going to do some yawing here. Not that it matters too much. And then some thruster. Again, check that how to dock guide if you're not sure how to dock. And I'm going to X right over the pad. A little bit further from the pad, actually. There we go. That's not good. There we go. Because now when I come down, it's going to back me up, see? So, there you go. Enter hangar.
Engines disengaged.
You don't want to sit on the pad. Don't go straight to starport services. If you sit on the pad too long, they will shoot your ship. The station will just blow you away. It's called loitering. Pad loitering. You don't want to do that because obviously you're going to lose all your profits and be negative. Starport services. Let's sell this fruit. Pretty simple at this point. We're already here. Now, again, I buy fuel first. 14 credits. Don't go out without fuel. Alright, commodities market. We're going to do fruit and veggies, and we're going to sell everything we got. So profit, 484, nice. Submit. So I just made 1,000 credits, which isn't a lot in the beginning of the game, but it's fine. The point is to try to start making money pretty quick. So there's also interdictions. I didn't get interdicted. That's where they'll pull you out of Super Cruise when you're on the way to the station or something, and you might have to fight some people. What I would do is just hit boost, which is spacebar. You've probably remapped boost, hopefully. but I'd boost out of that situation, get back up into Super Cruise as fast as you can. So that's pretty much the guide on how to trade. Let me know what you think, and also how to use Slopies. The link is in the video description again. Tell me what you think. I need some comments in the comment section. Where do you like to trade? What are your trade routes? How does your trade patterns, how do they differ from mine? Let me know in the comment section again. Let me know what kind of guides you want to see next. This is nethervvoid saying stay frosty, guys.